Hello and welcome. Right, just had a poke around to see what needs doing. There's obviously the aftermath of the... no, I'm going to make that. And of course they'd stop dead as well, just to make it add insult to injury. Yeah, let's see if we make it quickly and do a really... Yeah, because we only just do this. One thing I didn't realise is it's a beautiful thing. It's got quite a wide wheel. It is. I often clock things with it, and I always think of it as very narrow. It is sort of, but its wheels are not so small. No, they are quite large, and do cause quite a bit of grief at times. Although it's nowhere near as big as the Estrella. You know, I've noticed throughout this Let's Play, the long things we seem to stick down there because it's. And I was thinking, why do we do that? And I thought, well, actually, because we haven't got anything for bigger equipment actually at the farmyard. It is a bit of a tight farmyard, and it's only really for a few little bits and bobs. Might be able to get some this long just in there where we don't really use the object storage, so therefore we're allowed to do it because it won't crash and burn. But yeah, there's not many places. Yeah, we've not really been using it, so we can actually use the bays, whereas I think it crashes and burns if you do this, if you've got stuff in it. It is funny, I don't very often use the object storage. It's I don't very often stack bales either, which is something I thought I ought to get better at that. And also using bales for animal like bedding, actually stacking the bales there, because it really is a trick that we really are missing. Right, we've got all of those over there. We finished. I'd imagine we need to plough field 34, which we should do if we've got ploughing. Oh yes, that is another thing, isn't it? Obviously we switched, we started on easy mode because obviously we had to switch the map. Did we switch that off? It's gone to normal. We've done that right. Visual, periodic ploughing on, which will mean now that because it was potatoes, it will switch it on. It is quite amazing to realise that when you do that as well, it also switches off anything that needs so 20 needs ploughing, 19 needs ploughing, so does 21. Everything else is good. Oh no, 99 as well. Right, I think I'd like to get us through this, but I want to see also if we've missed anything, because it's the mustard. It was the mustard that got us into trouble last time. Well, I'm not blaming the mustard personally. I mean, what I mean is, milk. 13, right, okay, so we've not done milk. Lime mustard, it's the old style mustard. October, next month. But its price is actually, it is at the highest. So, I seem to have a feeling of deja vu. This is exactly where we were last time when we did it and the game went wrong. So we've just saved the game. There's very little we can actually do, so it really is time. Now then, have we done the animals? Let's check that first before we do anything else. We're in green. Yeah, I think I said that last time. Yeah, both could do the tiny little top up of food, but both will survive right the way till tomorrow morning without any kind of hassle. So I don't think I started your engine because you are not really ours. Right, so not sure. This, I have tested this and I agree with what was said. The quick M140 is fantastic. It's not good for everything. It's not good for trees, no, because there are times you need that to be solid and to push with it. I don't mean you couldn't use it. I have tried and I thought, aha, I found its weakness. Yeah, it is brilliant for almost everything. It's better than this for some things, but it's not as good as that for other things. As you'd usually find that the form factor of things often is better for one thing than another. So, right, anyway, let's not go into waffle mode. Well, I'm only trying to, I'm not, right, so we need our trailer. Yeah, we took that across there. Yeah, straw. But that, I'd like to get us through winter. Like that, really, that's my real point. So we do need these anyway. We've got that's the very one we needed. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted. because this is what I think this is our only trailer, isn't it? Because we had the 30-footer from that truck, and I literally took it out, which means it just disappeared in a puff of smoke, which is a bit naughty. But yeah, I wanted to completely remove it. I've got the 40-footer now, and I'm seeing if I get any issues with that, like I did with the 30-footer that I've had in forever. Right, so let's get this ready. I'm going to go into a time lapse, and I'm hoping that we don't get any issues this time. I really am. Yeah, because I've only just recovered really from the last time we had issues. Right, anyway, yeah, animals are good enough, and we need to... let's just switch those off for a minute. Slightly go to the amount you want to get from the storage. Yeah, we know that, we know. I wanted to do that in case I wanted to crash and burn if we were going to do so. Yeah, because I wasn't sure what it was that did it that last time. Right, can we save the game? Let's make sure. We can. So nothing's crashed and burned just yet. Right, so I am going to say my words, and we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Smashing. Wow, I saved it. Not true. It's weird, isn't it, when you get a bad situation? It's sort of like you get those tentative moments where you think, oh, is it going to crash and burn again? Well, it didn't. We're alright. It says as it nearly plows into the back of a... I don't know what car that is. I'd say it was a Citroen. I don't know. It's just it is weird how time... When I was a kid in the 70s, I was born in like the very late 60s, very late 60s. So I remember the 70s, you know, like younger from 6 onwards, and cars were at that time very angular. Yeah, they were not. There was no curves. They were all very, very angular, sharp. You just crossed there, mate. What are you doing? Why don't you make your mind up? And it's France. We don't have to stop. It's true, actually. That is true. Yeah, it always does make me laugh. Obviously, the rule. Oh, but do you know? I believe, swing space. What? No, you just go. Don't worry about me. No, they're not going to. It's true, they're not. Definitely not going to worry. Yeah, so we've got straw to grab. It's not going anywhere though, really. Not till I'd like to get us through the winter a little. Yeah, because obviously there's the feeding. We've also got to get the 2 massive 70-tonner and the 120-tonner are still sitting on the field with the remnants of our crop somewhere over here, I should say. Our Orion. With its 70 tons, and we borrowed the one from the shop, which is why I couldn't see a little dot or a tractor on the ground. Well, this is true. It would struggle. It is only a 205, even though, as I frequently say, it's a beast. Oh my life! This does not like stopping when it's on. I suppose, yeah, really. Right. So, all my life. Whoa. I do like the realistic physics. I'm quite sure that would be. Now then, I believe I've really got to decide what we actually, because we want to make. Yeah, we haven't got anywhere yet, have we? That actually does this. You know, got our original one that does our butter and cheese. That's got 10 tons of milk in. That's got manure all the time. Slurry. It's a bit more slurry that we could stick in. Not that it's a chugger anyway. We need to put a bit more water in there, and I know that's opposite it. I saw it earlier. Yeah, manure's everywhere. And I would have thought manure per digester. Yeah, that's we're going to be earning, as we have done all the way through the Let's Play. Really, the fertilizer business we have used quite extensively on this one. Well, as I always say, though, really. Right, let's do. So we need to make some sugar. Really, I'm wondering whether we use the addable triggers for. I'm trying to think. Have I got a favourite? Sugar mill. Yeah, I have. I've got the Farmer Jeb. It's a bit late to be bringing the Farmer Jeb in, though, really. But he is the best. So do you worry about bringing in a? Right, let's have a look. I think there's probably a bit of room left. No, or maybe where the manure factory is. That's what I was thinking, right? Where we, yeah, there's a square there. Well, I think we could actually place it. Of course, not at this moment because someone's left a load of equipment there. But I think it would go there without making it awkward. I mean, we've got. Oh, I suppose we have got one more. Yeah, this field, because we did do that track around the edge from there and I thought actually it was quite a good addition, because the only other way you've got of getting is down there, and there's like concrete, I don't know, weather vane or something, weather, I don't know what that thing is, never have it used. I first saw it on Elm Creek in FS22 and I've not a clue. I'm sure someone said it was a weather station or something like that, but yeah, I think to add that back is still a good thing. So we really need to grab the that. So I think probably well, we're going to miss a trick though, aren't we? Because the whole thing was to really make sugar. We need to make room for the Farmer Jet, which is either... no, I've just had a... Yeah, no, I have, actually. Just had a thought, oh, it really doesn't want to stop this 70 tons. Wow. I've literally got my finger on the brake, and for about an absolute age. Yeah, no, I was thinking, over the other side of the farm, there's this patch here. Let's go and have a look. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, there's this patch here that behind where the harvester is, I thought sheds, because it's sort of, it goes with the contour. If you imagine this is then the edge of the field, it actually runs that way anyway, so we're not really, there's no weird juts. It's not a waste. Or we could keep the other one that I keep threatening to destroy it still as a field. It's just a small field, as you do get small fields. So I think this is probably where the Farmer Jeb goes, and we're going to see if we can try and squeeze a little bit of... Now, I've literally started this engine and then switched off. I thought, I won't need to touch this harvester this session, as you do. Right, so I frequently say this, so that the farm actually decides where things goes and like what you're doing in a session, and it is true, it does naturally lead. So yeah, we've all... Do we... I think we'll leave the tree. I think we will, even if we have to V mode. It's quite flat. Well, we shall see. Yeah, really buy. So the Farmer Jeb, my absolute favourite mill. The old General Mill. It is weird how, obviously, over time, I love Omatana, really do. And her farm factory is a good chugger. It is a cracker. But the Farmer Jeb's it's a specialist, and so very good at actually doing the the milling type thing, as well as having a couple of little things that adds on as well. And I just love the way that Farmer Jeb was. Yeah, Bernie has just released a flour mill. I think I ticked it as I came in, so we may see that as well. I might... No, it's not that. It's not the Harvest Productions, actually. That's not what I was going to get rid of. No, it just look. It's the same building. Yeah, it's... yeah, I might... I've put my friend's production in. That's right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Old Grain Mill by Bernie. Yeah, I put JM Gaming's old French dovecote in. Here we go. Right next to the Farmer Jeb as well. Yeah, because it's not quite as good as the straw, but it's a bit more believable. And I thought I took that out because I'd got that, and I didn't want to have multiples of the same thing when I'd got a good one. Not because I didn't like it, because it's good. And it's because it's only 10,000, you can upgrade it 2 or 3 times anyway. But it's not supposed to be monstrous, which is strange because JM Gaming loves monstrous things. This time he didn't. Right, so yeah, it's not quite as flat as you think. It actually goes up quite a lot on that left hand side. Now you don't really need the back that much. In fact, you don't really need it at all. You could sort of tuck that. Oh, actually, we'll let you do that naturally. That is actually. Oh, yeah, I think that's about as good as we can get it. It's quite a bit of levelling, I think. I don't mind if it's on the field, which it is. It's on the field. It comes out quite a bit there. I'm not surprised. Yeah, when you say in this game it's fairly flat, you don't really mean it's fairly flat, because it never is. And even when it is really flat, there's always a bit that juts out, and you didn't realise that was important. Right, let's give this a bit of intensity. I don't want to make it too big though. Actually, there's nothing in the way this time, so really we could do it as big as we like. It always does way more than you think it's going to. I think there's still a little tiny flicker of money going. That's usually my guide now. Now I need it small so as we don't disturb the actual grate. It strangely has done rather a lot. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get the same tools in FS25 or whether they would have completely... Oh, that still has done a little bit actually. Nothing terrible though. No, I think we can get away with that. It's not too awful. It's funny though, sometimes you can't get away with as much as you think you can. Right, I would imagine. Actually, there aren't any overhangs that I think we could do with that. So I think we're probably... That's what you need the most. But there's a bit of room still for a shed there. I'm trying to think, what can I squeeze in there? I think we're going to have to squeeze down this area, and it's going to have to be narrow. Really narrow. Really narrows things down. It does really narrow things down. It's true. So we're going to look for a narrow, smallish building that's tall. Now I think actually the French farm pack by Omatana is probably one of the few. It's very basic, more of a structure, but you can go through the sides and all. Ah, that is true. There is also that one. Yeah, they're similar. And there's lots of different designs. Some way you can go through the side like that one. Nah. Yeah, it's a bit... That one's not... Yeah. It's too big, really. Let's look. There's... Oh, well, I've got quite a few sheds in still. No, I hate with a passion. This is part of a... Yeah, the building farm set, so that's why I would allow that in. It's because it's part of the set. It's only really any good for the narrow bit, straight down the middle. It's just too... And I've never been a fan of this. Yeah, we've had this in for the year dot. I remember that was on Sudbury Meadows. There was one of these, and I never did like that style. It's weird how you've got these, like... That's the tall one. I think they can actually cope with a harvester. Now then, can we sort of do it? I know we'd have to V-mode it. I don't mind the thing going into there, but how much room have we got? Yeah, it's very, it is very big. I'm going to obviously, I am going to do some of this gone, because we don't really need that now. Yeah, I think I was right. I think it's the other silo. Was it too close to that little mini cell points? No, it's just not going to work. It needs to be it needs to be more narrow. I don't think there's anything I can do. God, nothing really comes to mind. Now this is a new set. That's nice and small. Would we get a tractor in it? Yeah, we get a tractor. Still get around at the back. Right on the edge of the field. Trailer would have to go on the side. Need it set back a little bit. Otherwise it's not going to work. Right, got to be V mode then. Okay, I've never had this, so didn't know what to expect. Well, it's not taking any money, but I'm sure that's... Ah, it's actually done inside the shed. Right, okay, so we need to... No, level... Oh, no, level would work if we do it at the bit where it just sits underneath. Yeah, I used to hate the level tool. I've got to be honest. It's a Swiss Army knife sometimes. It's sometimes the only thing you can actually use to make things go right. It's all about where you start from. And also it does sometimes still do weird things. I do definitely sort of say that. Yeah, it's not quite as cut and dry as you think. Right, so a little bit there. Right, okay. Let's do a bit of painting. does give us a certain satisfaction doing this. I've got a bit. Oh, it does to me. I don't know about how you guys and gals feel about this. So I do really enjoy this side of it now. I was a little bit indifferent, always have been, to this type of thing. Little tiny, not really bothered about this, which is why I think that's the start from scratch for me. I literally started where. Now, what are we going to do? I think we'll zoom in a little. Yeah, the zoom mod it's a bit too vicious. It sort of like really does. Let's just try and do that little lippy bit. Let's just see there's a little tiny bit that's not quite right, and then that we might be able to soften that away, and then again we might not. Well, I've seen worse. It's got the earth coming through, which is a bit of a pain, but I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. It's not block that off. Luckily we don't need to go down there, but you could just about get down there. It's gone into the field a bit, but we could. That's the point. Yeah, what about getting into? I think you've done that totally in the wrong. I have. I concur. I don't think that's any good at all. At least we get our money back, and it's sort of level-ish. I think we need to put it the complete other way. No, it's too big. And too little as well, if that makes any difference. That's the point. So it's the only bit I don't say I don't like it. It's cool, but it's like knowing where everything is at the end and at the beginning. Yeah, and how big it is and that type of stuff. Really. Now this is a bit. I think this is about perfect. Press the button where the magic builders come out and actually build. It's very cool, this is. Yeah, I know I'm going to have to level it. I know it's exactly the same as the other one. Here's why we find I put this the wrong way around. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. Right, okay, so that's not too bad. What we could do is sort of cheat a little and level from that corner so that the actual earth covers the floor. Really? That would work if we sort of did do that, so I think that's what we're going to do. Do it fairly big from that point. Should then cover... Nah, about separation from the ground. Doesn't like that. So we've now got to soften that a little bit, that corner. Really, we've got to bring it around or it's not going to work. Let's have a look. That's not too terrible. It's not too terrible. Now I need to just soften to minimise the damage. Yeah, it came out a little bit more than I thought. It's bigger than we think, actually. We've definitely jutted out into the field a little bit more than I would like, but I've got to be honest, there's not... Yeah, sheds, you've got to have them fairly big, or it's not gonna do anything. An alien gym does make a cracking... yeah. It does. No, that's what I thought I could see. I was going to say I shouldn't be able to see under it because we did it a different way. Right, so there we go. The farmer jab and that. And we need to bring the sugar over here. Let's go grab those. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Sometimes the session doesn't last anywhere near as long as you think it does. Now that I can't remember if you can follow with the shot one or whether the shot one has to lead. I think the shot one has to lead. I do. Let's get this little lot in. I can't remember. Was this all of it? I think it was some taters. Why am I saying sugar? It's weird. The second I got in, I didn't look. I just thought it's potatoes, not sugar. So we've gone and built the Farmer Jeb, and we don't have sugar at all. I think we're going to do a swap with another farmer. When a potato's worth anything, we'll buy a shed load of sugar, and we'll buy some off another farmer, I think. It's just sometimes when you go off on a tangent, you don't half like, yeah, it's right, okay, Farmer Jeb. So we bought the Farmer Jeb in for absolutely no reason whatsoever, because we don't need the old General Mill for anything. Well, no, I do need to make sugar, that is true. So we'll grab some from the store so that work is involved. We'll buy some. So the potatoes now are just selling for potatoes. Can we actually use potatoes at the biogas plant? We can. It's 36 tonner. So we could sort of stick them in the Nicky, not all of them. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go stick this one today, and then we'll stick. This should take a couple of months for the spuds to, yeah, because we've not really got use for it, and they'll turn it into energy. It's got a good use for us. Earn enough cash to actually buy the sugar that we really need. So we sort of are swapping with another farmer, but just not quite directly. It's amazing how some sessions though you get an absolute ton of work, and then other sessions where you only get 2 tasks done. But it is what it is, isn't it, really? Now we will actually put some straight into the BGA, because that does seem a bit, yeah, there's silage as well that needs taken across. So we could use this too whilst we're over here, and grab the silage and stick that in. 75 tons of it at least. Oh, and I've got my indicator still going. Yeah, so we'll get the other. This should grow. Yeah, I'd like to go through to tomorrow and at least see our grass, because actually it looks like I haven't forgotten anything. Right, now I've literally left you right in the way, typically. To go here soon. Yes, that John Deere is a beast. I never realised how heavy it was. It's absolutely amazing for like chaffing. Yeah, every farm should have one. It's a bit expensive, but for just that purpose. I don't mean it's a bit expensive, like, but it is for that one thing. Right. Should take all of that. Yeah, now I think I was told by Robert that you can feed your animals. I don't think you can directly, but I do think it has made me think quite a bit. There always have been quite a few ways that you could sort of do that type of thing with a little bit of cleverness. But I'm sure Nicky has got a thing where you can stick it and actually put stuff, so it's almost like you're sending things to it. I'm sure I've seen it once, so I am going to try to do it. I don't know whether they're going to do some testing or, yeah, no, this is the very one we need, I think. Yeah, it's not got a proper 3-point. I'm sure this is the right one. Yeah, it has. Right, smashing. So, oh yeah, I was going to say, why am I doing this? I know why I'm doing this. I do think that new trailer though is probably, that should do all of that. Good. So it doesn't do it if you're not in the trailer. Right, okay, so if we switch the potatoes on and we go to the Nicky, doing it again, the tiny silo, switch potatoes on, and tell it to, yeah, I mean, it's obviously, I've got to be honest, cannot forget who started this. Missy B was a very, very good idea of what Missy B started, so we want to distribute. Yeah, it really was. Right, so let's drop this. We need to send this, this is the shops one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the biggie. Not that it looks bigger, of course. I've always said that about the classes. The sculpting on them looks so similar that it's quite difficult to figure out which one is which. So I think we'll do the same as we did last time, which is again the same thing. We use this to do the silage, although we can put 75 ton in before that. So yeah, I suppose. Oh, shift that out of the way as well. The Unimog. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's turning the circle is a bit. It's not its real strength. Its real strength is many. A lot. Of course we're going to get the chaff we did last time, unless we go from the other end. We could beat the chaff then. Are we going to time-lapse this? No, because I think this is it. Oh, we've got chaff this end as well. Seriously? Yeah, no, I know I can use the smoothing tool, but I'm also going to destroy silage, so... Still not quite got this right, but I think it's better than it was. Right, yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to time lapse it though, really, because this is going to be it, just to shift this and to go through till tomorrow morning. I am tapping the edge of that to swing a bit wider. Does not like, yeah, none of the traders like this actual the way in this way. That's why I don't normally do this. I can see why. It's got a lip that they really don't like to come down. Come over, it sort of hits it, like just about now. Is it, or is it just a, no, it is horsepower as well, but it's hitting that. It's also the shape of this. It's just about going to do it, I think. It's just making a bit of progress. No, it's 100. Yeah, it was. I remember looking at it as I unfolded it, thinking this. I think it's 186 tons or something like that. So we should have most of it. That's the other reason I often time lapse it, because it's hard when you concentrate to chat at the same time. That's it. It is. Ooh, that's going to be trouble to stick back on. Yeah, it's a right lip. To be honest with the New Hollands, they are real gutsy things, even the small ones, right? You really need to reverse mag that tap. Sure, we can just get away with this. I'm sure we've done it a few times. Not obviously with this, but. Slurry. Yeah, normal businesses. 28 tons. So see, no, it's got a massive pit. I think we're going to just leave it until tomorrow morning. We're going to check the sales. We don't really need a lot, but it's always best to. We already got a spray. I think we have. Oh yeah, no, we have. Yeah. Strangely enough, a Navigator. One of the Hardy pack. Sugar beets, very good price. But yeah, we've got something that we don't need to do that now. So yeah, right. Let's go through till tomorrow morning and 9 o'clock. We finally sold our mustard, and we successfully did it. So that's fantastic. We should have quite a large bash, because there's all of that manure and digestate to make fertiliser. So I should imagine it's quite a bang. Yeah, it's this bit here. It's where it hits it. It sort of is right, because it goes up to the lip here. There's not much you can do about it, but yeah. Right, okay, sales this morning. Oh, we have 2 MKS. It's amazing the amount of times it actually does do that. Actually, though, they're both from 2 different suppliers. Yeah, one's from the Death Pack and one's from acetic acid production. Ooh, it's a bit special, that one. I like this one because it doesn't say Unreal. That matters to me a lot. Yeah, I think somehow 150 tons. I wouldn't mind the 100 tons. 49,000. We don't need it though. No, we don't. We haven't got a big, or have we? That is a point actually. I'm not sure we have. I think it's in miscellaneous. I don't think we've got a big tanker actually. We might have hit on something that we actually do need. Yeah, I think we've put up with the. That sounds awful. I don't mean put up with. I love Omatana stuff, but I do think that actually. I think we're going to go for it. Going to go for colour. I think it's going to be manual or stick to silver. And T440 Harvester by Mark Thor. Poplar standard now. Do want to do poplars a lot. Now the Oxbow pack. I like this. I almost had it on another Let's Play. Do we have a go of this before we... Yeah, next. Yeah, I like the fact as well. Yeah, you can see you actually have the modules, or you can go from one to the other. Now I know it's expensive, really, but it isn't in a way. Yeah, I mean it is, but what I mean is we can afford it. I'd like to have a go at this. I missed out on this on another Let's Play. So, what does that actually do? Will detect the nitrogen in your manure. As the nitrogen in the manure is never homogeneous, this sensor guarantees the application of the same nitrogen amount all over the field. It's not bad for 10,900. That would also... It's require the information. Yeah, I think we probably will. If we're going to do it, let's do it. I know it's... Yeah, so we can do both slurry and manure. Being as we do have a... What is the spread on this for the manure? Well, we can always do the slurry one anyway. And even if we buy, because we do tend to use ours for other things, I'd sooner buy cheap slurry I think we're going to go for that configuration. 276,000. But then you don't need the John Deere manure sensing, do you? Oh, hang on. You can do it. It's just... why did it switch it off then? We're going to go for this. We're going to go for all mod cons. And I think we are going to definitely go for this. Yeah. And we're also going to buy my favourites that goes with that. That's got such a fantastic... It has got a couple of little faults, but it is fairly new. And it is the Moesca Duo. It's a beautiful bit of kit with a 30 metre. It's not the biggest, I understand. When there are bigger ones, you can go for like... Well, you can go for the I think it's 30 metres. I'm sure there's a bigger one, isn't there? Yeah, 36. That is the biggie. Yeah, 36 is the biggest. So, gotta be honest, for saying how reasonable the Moesco Duo is, I personally, I like it a lot. It's the second biggest, and it's beautiful for 7,800. We are on dollars, we are. Yeah, by Duysons Agri and Nico do. Yeah, Nico does a lot of other things. I just can't see his name. So yeah. So we've spent a fortune. We're about where we were before. Now the grass should have grown. That is the one thing I really would have liked to have seen. It should grow one more growth stage as well. Yeah. So first growth stage should be fairly good. Yeah, there's a bit around the edge. I expected that. Yeah. I don't like it, but it is what it is. It clearly defines the field. That's one thing it will say, really. Yeah, we've got very, very tight around this edge. But, yeah. Smashing. So we've replaced the grass. We will rip the field edge on... Do we do that now? I think this session's going to be big enough as it is now. So... we bought the Oxbow pack. I can have a bit of fun with that. We'll get this put across and all of the jobs done. Next session, feeding the animals, and imagine it's probably... Oh, it doesn't, does it? Yeah, it doesn't do it if you're not in it. Right, fantastic. That's that done. Lock that pipe, and again, so it's hard to actually put past it without clocking the newer factory. I don't know if I can do anything better than that. Actually, we do need to go in there, don't we? We need to take a run up. All that remains to be said there is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to join me for the next session where hopefully we'll get through the winter. Have we got, before we do depart though, have we got anything other than the slurry business, the fertiliser business? Butter and cheese are still an everyday. Lime, mustard. It's yellow. Of course, January and December. Well, no, we're leaving the mustard because the mustard's going to carry on making our mustard, the old style mustard. The triticale and the spelt are both worth quite a lot of cash. Our additional, I think we did have some on hand ourselves as well, and obviously the tates are now being turned into energy. So sorghum 28 tons, wheat 22 tons, barley 8 tons. So that they can really go for the chickens, I think. Although there's enough there to go for a few years, I'd say. But yeah, it's not. Chickens are not a massive part of it really, because they're not. There's not a lot of them on the farm, shall we say. I don't think we've even taken any eggs to market, so that's how. Right, anyway, yes, we should do this next time. I'll probably have filmed this by the time we get back to I'm gonna say goodbye.